It is 10:45 p.m. You told yourself you were done eating at dinner, but here you are again, standing in front of the fridge, spoon in the ice cream, scrolling your phone, telling yourself this one does not count. You go to bed too full, sleep too light, and wake up feeling heavy, slow, and strangely flat. Zero energy, zero sex drive. And a quiet voice in your head starts saying, maybe this is just how men over 50 are supposed to feel. Here's the part nobody explained to you. Those late-night raids are wrecking the exact hormone system that modern weight loss drugs are designed to fix, the GLP-1 system, and that system is not just about your belly. It is directly tied to how hungry you feel, how well you lose fat, and how much natural testosterone and libido you have left. And there is a simple night ritual, a doctor's secret drink that can help your gut release more of its own GLP-1, calm late-night appetite, support weight loss, and over time give your sex drive a real chance to come back. Not a drug, not a miracle. Just a deliberately designed evening drink built on what the 2025 science says about GLP-1 weight loss and male hormones. GLP-1, weight and libido, the hidden connection. Think of GLP-1 as one of your gut's smart signals. Every time you eat, your intestines release hormones that talk to your brain and pancreas about how full you are, how fast to empty your stomach, and how much insulin you need to handle blood sugar. GLP-1 is one of the most important of those messengers. It helps slow stomach emptying so you feel fuller longer, reduce appetite by acting on brain centers that control hunger, support healthier blood sugar by boosting insulin when needed. The famous new weight loss drugs, the semaglutide and tirzepatide family, are essentially powerful, long-acting GLP-1 mimics or close cousins. In men with obesity or type 2 diabetes, clinical data show that GLP-1 medications can produce around 10% body weight loss or more, and that as the weight comes off, total testosterone often rises by roughly 15 to 20%, with similar improvements in free testosterone. One analysis reported average weight loss of about 12 kilograms, around 26 pounds, alongside an 18% jump in total testosterone in men using GLP-1 drugs, changes that line up with what is seen when men lose weight through other methods. Endocrine and men's health experts reviewing this research point out that GLP-1 therapies do not seem to directly turn on testosterone production. Instead, by driving fat loss and better metabolic health, they remove the brakes that obesity puts on the testicles and the brain's hormone axis. This is crucial because multiple weight loss trials in overweight and obese men have confirmed the same pattern even without GLP-1 drugs. Caloric restriction diets, whether higher in protein or higher in carbohydrates, increased testosterone and sex hormone binding globulin when men lost a meaningful amount of weight. Meta-analyses show that weight loss significantly improves erectile function in overweight men, with larger benefits in those who start with worse ED. Lifestyle programs that help men lose around 10% of their body weight not only raise testosterone but can normalize sexual function in a sizable fraction who had ED at baseline. In other words, less fat, more T, better sex, regardless of whether the weight loss comes from a drug, a diet, or a disciplined routine. GLP-1 agonists do this pharmacologically. But your own GLP-1 system can be nudged with the right nutrition, especially at times of day when you normally overeat. That is where a targeted night drink comes in. How a night drink can speak GLP-1 second language. A big narrative review of GLP-1 biology and diet found that protein is one of the most powerful natural triggers for GLP-1 release. Compared with equal calorie meals higher in carbohydrates or fat, test meals with more protein repeatedly produce stronger GLP-1 responses and better satiety in both healthy and overweight participants. Several key points from that review. In overweight men given mixed meals with 14%, 25%, or 50% of calories from protein adjusted by reducing carbohydrate, higher protein meals produced greater GLP-1 secretion and more fullness. Across short-term trials, diets with about 30% of calories from protein led to higher 24-hour GLP-1 exposure, less hunger, and higher satiety than lower protein diets. Liquids with the same nutrient content as solids often produced higher GLP-1 levels, suggesting drinks can be particularly effective for engaging this pathway. Protein is not the only player. Certain types of dietary fiber and novel fiber blends have been shown to enhance satiety and in some experiments increase GLP-1 peaks after a meal, although results are mixed depending on the fiber type. For example, one 2023 study found that capsules containing about 5.6 grams of a specific resistant fiber improved satiety and reduced hunger more than equivalent powder and produced significantly higher GLP-1 levels shortly after eating. Other work with a psyllium-enriched meal showed different GLP-1 patterns compared to control meals, again, hinting that fiber-rich protein-containing foods can shape GLP-1 behavior. A 2025 clinical guide on activating GLP-1 naturally for metabolic health sums it up simply: eating protein and/or fat together with fiber before or with carbohydrates seems to give the strongest natural GLP-1 response and best appetite control. So if you are a man over 50 who overeats or snacks heavily at night, wakes up heavier and more sluggish than you would like, sees your libido slipping as your waistline grows, then replacing those late-night calories with a deliberately designed high-protein fiber-rich, low-sugar liquid can encourage your gut to release more GLP-1 and other fullness hormones. Reduce hunger and cravings, especially for carbs in the hours before sleep. Help you slowly eat less overall and lose weight over weeks to months. And through that weight loss, support higher testosterone, better vascular health, and improved sexual function. This is not theory, it is exactly what has been seen when men lose meaningful weight in trials, hormones, and sexual function metrics move in the right direction, blueprint, especially if they started with low T or ED. Here is how a urologist who understands metabolism would build a GLP-1 friendly night drink for men over 50. Goals of the drink: high protein, modest healthy fat, meaningful tolerable fiber, very low sugar and refined carbs, liquid form easy to digest, not huge in calories, consumed early enough not to wreck sleep. Base recipe: protein, fiber, cocoa. Timing: drink this about 2 to 3 hours before bed, ideally as your only food after dinner. Ingredients: adjust to your needs: 20 to 30 grams of quality protein powder, whey, casein, or a soy pea blend if dairy sensitive. Protein at this dose has repeatedly been shown to increase GLP-1 more than lower protein meals and to enhance satiety. 5 to 7 grams of soluble fiber such as psyllium husk, partially hydrolyzed guar gum, or another tolerated fiber supplement. Certain fibers in specific forms have increased GLP-1 peaks and produce stronger fullness in studies. 1 to 2 teaspoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. Cocoa flavonols support vascular health and blood flow, indirectly relevant to erections and overall cardiovascular function. ED and heart disease share the same vessels: 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon may modestly help with blood sugar responses in some people, supporting metabolic health. 250 to 300 milliliters, about 8 to 10 ounces of water or unsweetened almond milk. Optional: a few drops of stevia or monk fruit if you need a little sweetness. Directions: 1. Add liquid to a shaker or blender. 2. Add protein powder, fiber, cocoa, and cinnamon. 3. Blend or shake until smooth. Let sit a minute for fiber to thicken slightly. 4. Sip slowly over 10 to 15 minutes. This gives you a strong protein signal to your gut and brain, supporting GLP-1 and other satiety hormones. Enough fiber to help fill your stomach and potentially engage GLP-1 and related pathways without a sugar spike. Very few carbohydrates, so you are not sabotaging blood sugar or evening fat burning. Alternative: Greek yogurt night smoothie. If you prefer food like texture, 3/4 to 1 cup plain Greek yogurt or a low-sugar, high-protein alternative. 1/2 cup water or unsweetened almond milk. 1 to 2 tablespoons chia or ground flaxseed for fiber and healthy fats. Small handful of berries, raspberries, blueberries, mainly for taste and polyphenols. Optional: pinch of cinnamon. Blend until smooth. You are still getting high protein from the yogurt, soluble and insoluble fiber from seeds and berries, minimal sugar compared to dessert-style smoothies. Remember, trials comparing high protein versus higher carb calorie-restricted diets in men found that both, when they induced similar weight loss, increased testosterone and improved overall sexual function. The exact macro split matters less than the consistent calorie reduction and fat loss, and this kind of drink makes that reduction much easier by curbing cravings. How to use this drink without sabotaging yourself. A doctor's secret only works if it is used correctly. Here are the practical rules that keep this night drink in the realm of medicine, not dessert. 1. Do not stack it on top of a huge late dinner. If you are eating very large portions at 9 p.m. and then adding this drink at 10 p.m., you are not creating a GLP-1 friendly environment, you are just overfeeding. Use it as a replacement for your usual late snack. Or a small controlled last intake if you tend to get ravenously hungry before bed. 2. Give your stomach 2 to 3 hours before lying flat. GLP-1 naturally slows stomach emptying. Adding a dense shake right before bed may increase reflux risk in some men. Finishing the drink a few hours before sleep gives you appetite control without heartburn. 3. Watch total calories. A 150 to 250 calorie high protein, high fiber drink can help weight loss. A 600 calorie health shake on top of everything else will do the opposite. Trials where men successfully lost weight and improved testosterone and sexual function all involved clear energy restriction, not just eating healthier. 4. Combine with daylight and movement. Calorie control at night is powerful, but weight loss studies showing better erections, higher testosterone, and improved sexual function nearly always combine dietary changes with more activity. Even 20 to 30 minutes of walking most days magnifies what the drink is trying to do. 5. Be patient, think in months, not days. Reviews of GLP-1 drugs and weight loss programs in men stress that hormonal and sexual changes track with the degree and duration of weight loss, often over several months. The night drink is a tool to help you consistently eat a little less and feel a little better at night, which compounds into meaningful change over time. Safety limits and who should be careful. Even simple-seeming rituals deserve respect: kidney disease or severe liver disease. High-protein drinks may not be appropriate. Men with kidney or serious liver problems should get personalized dietary guidance. Digestive conditions. Fiber supplements can cause gas, bloating, or discomfort, especially if added suddenly or in large amounts. Start low and increase gradually, and avoid any fiber that has previously triggered flares of IBS or IBD. On GLP-1 medications. If you are already using a GLP-1 agonist, stacking a very large fiber-heavy drink on a slowed stomach right before bed could worsen nausea or fullness. Coordinate the timing with your prescribing clinician. Diabetes and insulin sulfonylureas. While a low-sugar, high-protein drink is generally safer for blood sugar than snacks, any change to your evening carb intake can alter nighttime glucose patterns. Monitor and adjust meds with your diabetes team. Serious sexual or hormonal symptoms. If your libido has crashed suddenly, your erections have disappeared rapidly, or you have other red flag symptoms: chest pain, severe fatigue, depression, unexplained weight loss, a drink is not the first step, medical evaluation is. And a crucial limit: this drink is not a natural Ozempic. It does not replace GLP-1 medication in men who medically need it, and it does not remove the need for real evaluation of low testosterone or serious ED. What it does do is help your gut and brain talk to each other in a way that makes better choices at night easier, and weight loss, hormone balance, and libido recovery more likely. Your 30-night experiment. Here is how to turn this from theory into something you can test on your own body. For the next 30 nights, pick either the protein fiber cocoa or the Greek yogurt night smoothie. Use it as your only intake after dinner, 2 to 3 hours before bed, at least 5 nights a week. Do not add other snacks. Do not reward yourself with extra calories on off nights. Keep a simple log of nighttime hunger, 0 to 10. Morning weight once or twice a week, not daily obsession. Energy on waking, low, medium, high. Libido, low, medium, high. Any changes in spontaneous or morning erections? After a month, ask yourself, are late night cravings weaker? Has your weight budged even a little in the right direction? Do you wake up less bloated and more willing to move? Has your interest in sex or responsiveness nudged upwards even slightly? If the answer to several of those is yes, you have just proven something important. Your GLP-1 system, your metabolism, and your libido are still plastic, still capable of responding in your 50 seconds, 60 seconds, and beyond. From there, you can decide whether to double down: better daytime nutrition, more walking, talking with a doctor about labs, and if needed, whether GLP-1 medications or testosterone therapy makes sense layered on top. But even if you never touch a prescription, this one-night ritual, a simple drink plus a clear boundary around evening eating, can become the quiet, repeatable doctor's secret that keeps your weight, your hormones, and your desire moving in the right direction. So tonight, when you catch yourself walking toward the fridge out of habit, remember, you do not need more sugar. You need a smarter signal. Mix your drink, sip it slowly, let your gut talk to your brain. And give your body the chance to remember what it feels like to be lighter, more alive, and actually wanting again.